Tonight, we're going to attempt to capture, in a single theatrical experience, the masterpiece, the genius, the grandeur, that is, the complete works of William Shakespeare. Now, I'd like to introduce you to one of my colleagues, a Californian Shakespearean scholar who I believe has read 2 books on William Shakespeare. Please, welcome my associate, Gerald.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. William Shakespeare, playwright, poet, actor, philosopher, and yet, how much do we, the inhabitants of the 21st century, actually know of the genius contained in his work? Too little, I would argue. Ladies and gentlemen, I submit to you that our society's collective capacity to comprehend, much less attain, the genius contained in William Shakespeare's work has been systematically compromised by computers, vandalized by video games, saturated with soap operas, and dealt its death blow by Kanye West, people. But we descend among you today to help you take those first halting steps out of the 21st century, Quagmire, Oprah, Geraldo, Dr. Phil, and into the glorious future where William Shakespeare will be in every hotel room in the world. This, ladies and gentlemen, is my vision. So now, on with the show, and may the bard be with you. Thank you.
Now, for those of you who own a copy of Shakespeare, know that no collection is complete without a brief biography on the life of William Shakespeare. Now, provided by this portion of the show is our 3rd member, Adam.
Whoa! I've just been reading on William Shakespeare. You know, Wikipedia is really nice. And so we can get this show off to a great start.
Just get on with it, please.
Okay, William Shakespeare. Okay. William Shakespeare was born in 1562 in the town of Stratford-upon-Avon, Warwickshire. The 3rd of 8 children, he was the eldest son of John Shakespeare, a locally prominent merchant, and Mary Arden, daughter of a Roman Catholic member of the landed gentry. In 1582, he married Anne Hathaway, a farmer's daughter. He was supposed to have left Stratford after he was caught poaching in a deer park of the local justice of the peace. By 1592, he had achieved success as an actor and a playwright. After 1608, it seems his dramatic productions lessened, and he seemed to spend more time in Stratford. There he dictated to his secretary Rudolf Hess the work Mein Kampf, in which he set forth his programs for restoration of Germany to a dominant position in society. And on September 1st, 1939, Shakespeare invaded Poland, thus precipitating World War II. You know, I never knew that before. Anyway, Shakespeare remained in Berlin when the Russians entered the city. He committed suicide with his mistress, Eva Braun, and he lies buried in the church at Stratford. Thank you.
Thanks. Now, without much further ado, we are proud to present the complete works of William Shakespeare, Abridged.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women are merely players. One man in his time plays many parts. One man in his time plays many parts. How true, ladies and gentlemen. Where better to begin our exploration of the greatest of all English playwrights than in Verona, Italy, with 2 of his most beloved characters, Romeo and Juliet. Now, my 2 characters here will be portrayed by my colleagues. Come on out, guys! While I fill in with bits of narration. And after extensive textual research and analysis, we have decided to begin our abbreviated version of Romeo and Juliet with the prologue.
Two households both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge breaks to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these 2 foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventure piteous overthrows, do with their death bury their parent strife.
Act 1, Scene 1. In the street meet 2 men tall and handsome, one Benvolio, the other named Samson. Their hatred fueled by ancient feud, for one serves Capulet, the other Montague.
Oh, I had a little doggy. His name was Mr. Jameson. I saved him from the storm. It's okay, my head is got to get you! Do you quarrel, sir?
for you. I serve a man as good as you.
No better?
Yes. Better.
You lie. Ow! Oh, where is Romeo? Right glad I am he was not at this fray.
Enter Romeo.
Romeo, he cried. I'll know his grievance or be much denied. Good morrow, cuz.
I mean,
What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
not having that which makes them short.
In love?
Out.
Out of love?
Out of favor of where I am in love.
Go ye to feast of the Capulets. There sups the fair Rosalind, who thou so admire with all the beauties of the Rhona. Go thither and compare her face to some that I shall show, and I shall make thee think thy swan a crow.
I'll go, no sight to be shown, but to delighting splendor all my own.
Well, so much for scenes 1 and 2. So now on for the Feast of Capulets, where Romeo is doomed to meet his Juliet, and in a scene of timeless romance, he'll try to get into Juliet's pants.
Doth she teach the torches to burn bright? Did my heart love till now? Forswear its sight. I never saw true beauty till this night.
But good pilgrim, you do wrong your hands too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrim hands do touch, and palm to palm this holy palmer's kiss.
Then let lips do what hands do.
The saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Well, my prayers affect.
Then from thy lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips.
O trespass sweet urge. I don't want to kiss you, man.
It's in the script.
Oh, just blow the kiss.
You kiss by the book.
Oh, shut up.
The balcony scene. What are you doing?
I'm gonna sing shut up.
What light through yonder window breaks?
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore? Oh, there you are. Deny thy mother and refuse thy name. What's thy name anyway? That which we call a nose by any other name would still smell.
Call me with love, henceforth I shall never be Romeo.
What satisfaction canst thou have?
Thy love's faithful vows in exchange for mine.
I give thee mine before thou didst request it. 3 words, gentle Romeo, and then good night indeed. If that thy bent by love beyond the purpose marriage, send word tomorrow. Good night. Night. Oh, parting is such sweet sorrow. Really it is.
Though Romeo did swoon, by Cupid he'd been crippled, but Juliet had a loathsome cause, whose loathsome name was Tybalt.
You! There you are. Die.
I'm slain.
From Tybalt's death onward, the lovers are cursed. Despite the best efforts of friar and nurse, their fate pursues them, they can't seem to duck it. And at the end of Act 5, they both kick the bucket.